Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 30th episode of Asturias, and this is going to be possibly the last episode as I'm, you know, ready to wrap this series up so that I can, have some time off and have a bit of a rest before we, get ready for the second playthrough that I'm expected to do at some point in the future. Um, and I've always wanted to end this series on a high note, and that is that I still await for the day for the Pope to call another crusade somewhere. I would prefer Sindh, even though he won't do it, but I will change it. In which first order of the day, which I'll have everything set up. The council is empty once again. So whoever's the best at it will get it. I don't care if you have power on nothing. But oh yes, the too many duchies. I'll have that dealt with soon enough. There are better stewards out there, but oh, King of Italy, you'll definitely be the marshal. I know you don't think of me highly, but I'm a murderer too, but don't you worry. And I need a spy master I can trust. I don't trust any angry vassals that may potentially, assassinate me. Yes, you, my son. You need to disrupt the schemes in case anybody tries to murder me. And Ramon, Patriarch Ramon, is my patriarch. Yes, we know that, but he endorses you. That's the important thing. But now, look, we expanded our holdings a bit, but now the land of Persia and Mesopotamia is rather divided, and before the Crusade comes, I may want to take that time to reclaim those territories. Because we don't want the Mervids to take advantage at this. Because they have a strong army. Yet, although we are stronger, but honestly, we're not at our best at this time. But he's an old man. He's ailing, which means he could die very soon. Which means Mervid Grand Amirate. Grand Amirate of Kabulistan. Yes, they'll split, making themselves weak. Let's hope that happens, but my intrigue, however, I don't know if that's good enough to try to, assassinate him. I mean, I know he rules a kingdom, so that lessens the chance. Even though I have good intrigue, long reach, and I say long reach because of our dynasty legacy that I've been working on Guile as of late. So we are a family, a dynasty that has squire traditions, and we are natural schemers, so we're both military and intrigue specialists of sorts. And now here's our new emperor, Fernando, who is a patriarch and an eager reveler, which means he's a family man already, so because of his diplomacy education. Well, his marshaling good. I would rather go for this one and go straight to strategy. Here we're doing that right again. Because, we need to get back to being militarily strong. Now, my wife stood intellectual. Too bad you're lazy and didn't marry you for good stewardship. In fact, you are lazy, callous, deceitful. You're an evil person. Treacherous villain. That sounds about right. And she's a murderer, too. Oh, yeah, she's an evil one. What kind of a woman did I marry to? But nonetheless, and can't divorce her. Wasn't even planning on it. And I know I'm over my domain limit, so just manage the domain for now. Which I believe that would hurt my marshal a little bit more, unless I told her to get more to the marshal, which is fine. It's just I'll deal with this little thing soon. As I'm going for strategy, there's no stress. Now before I do something about these lands and these duchies. Oh, don't forget about the duchies. Let me see. Fezzan, Khorasan, Fars. Ah, of course. Maybe I should give it to my son. In fact, we don't hold any of these duchies. We gotta get those back. And soon. So this is Fars. Khuzestan. And what's the other thing that I have? Fezzan. That's... What the hell am I doing with that? Destroy that. I know it's gonna cost prestige, but it doesn't hurt me one bit, so I'll have that destroyed. Because I don't control that part anymore. I do not hold any part of... Bullshit, you do. Tusta. Okay, I'll give that away. To somebody. I'm thinking my son. Yeah. Yeah. There you go, and then we'll be able to fight the your wars to give you all this land in the future. And I don't care who you marry to. So, there's one little problem solved. So the vassals should look at me a bit more highly. And I know they have issues with high taxes and the fact that I'm deceitful. But you cannot deny that my prowess, the Herculean from relations, House of Warriors, a legendary blade master. So, you know what? I want to know this very day, on the 13th of February, 1133. I want to know who has the highest prowess in the world. The world's greatest fighter. Why, that would be me. 34. And the second one, 25. And he's a duelist heretic. What? No, wait a minute. That's in the realm. Okay, never mind that. Actually, I'm in second place at 34. The greatest fighter of the world is a Swedish Norse faith of a count. Respected expert. Holy sight, berserker. Now that. And with his chivalry focus on, he's about to become gallant, and he'll be an even greater fighter. I wish I had hit him as one of my knights, but he's landed. Well, anyways, I'm gonna go on a pilgrimage. Exceptionally long, very long. What about Santiago? It's cheaper. Because all that money needs to be saved for mercenaries. Especially when we reclaim old territories, which, what are their strengths? I mean, I still have mercenaries, so... I guess we can begin retaking Persia. Right now. Seized county. Vastly inferior, and you may bring allies, but you are a county of one. And you got 3 allies. Okay. Next target. The one with very little to no allies. That'll be them, so yeah, everybody's got relations, so... Again, we're gonna use our mercenaries. Not raising my levies because it takes months to get them up. Costs very little prestige. Let's do it. Reconquista de Persia. What's Persia in Spanish? I assume it's the same, right? Or Persia in Asturias, if you want to be more specific. Glad we still have you around. Now, I'm off to a pilgrimage. Independent claims. Oh boy, all these factions are coming up. Be careful. Oh yes, my immediate family members are, they're kings now within um, Kingdom of Hispania. Wake to the noise of chaos in camp. It only takes a few moments to realize what's happening. We're under attack. Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons while our guards do what they can to resist. Where's my sword? I'll drive these dogs away. Don't you know I'm the second greatest fighter in the world? Oh, now I'm the dynasty head again. Let's see. But again, we're at the end point of this series anyhow, so just unlock something. So I'm thinking about going this one because I really care about piety these days. Finally here, body and soul at the great church of Santiago, and we got heraldry, so new fascination. Walk the holy path. We're about to get this soon. Pick something else. And that means we can enact high partition law. Which means, well actually I'll show you that in a moment. That one sounds very good. I mean, the taxes are fine. I mean, we're an empire, a wide range of empires, so taxation is not a problem. But keep your... Uh-oh. You malcontents. Well, since I got money, I guess the choice would be able to sway you, but look for the one that contributes the most in troops. You. I will sway you, and subsequently send you a gift. I'm in a gift-giving mood. Wouldn't worry too much about populists. Don't want any one of my brothers to get anywhere near the Hispanian throne. This is why our fathers in the past kept their kingdoms. Now let's host a grand rite, a family tradition. I'll rely on my charisma and improvise. Alright, one intrigue lifestyle perk. Runs in the family. This, of course. Always extend their contract. Increase that size a bit. We have our pikemen en masse. Damn it, folks. Now I have to worry about this sort of thing. So that's one. So you will remain my vassal, like it or not. But if I see you supporting any faction, I'm going to get you. Although I think they have their justifications of why they want the throne, one of my brothers. That's because I'm a murderer. I have a bad reputation. If we want to increase the size of our military power any further, organize levies and increases the size and reinforcement rate. We need some of that. Why haven't you called for a crusade yet? You should call for a crusade for Bavaria. That's your next target. Don't you know they have that holy site of Cologne? Oh, you desire for a duchy, huh? Duchy of Galicia. But yet you got this one over there. What else? Think! You want the duchy? Or do I happen to hold the title and didn't even know it? No, I don't. Wait a minute. Do you also hold? No. Oh. No, no, no. I can't give him that. Because, that would make Asturias too damn powerful. You're just gonna have to stick to being a malcontent. And you got 20 months for the... Oh, you. You know... Well, you can't please everybody. Oh, here's a very good chance. Because his intrigue is too low. He's a compassionate man. Maybe we should just get rid of the damn guy. And we need more agents. And gotta keep it a secret, because I would hate that I would become a kinslayer. And then the Pope would excommunicate me if it was found out. But there are people that'll do. 2 years. 11 months. There you go. Oh, by the way, if we happen to kill my brother, who's the heir? And that's my nephew. Okay. Gets it. For many years we kept it together. Now, well, not so much. Jerusalem and Arabia are together. Sonian. I got my eye on them. Just have to wait till we become Paragon of Virtue, then we'll go on a great offensive. smallpox. This body may contain clues as to the disease's origin. Studying corpses. Huh. How do you like that? Not just one. Oh, really? We can vassalize them. Don't take too long. Okay, now it's getting low because thanks to the increased levy size and reinforcement rate. And we got one of the members out of there. So we've swayed that person enough. Liege holds your duchy of Fars, right? Well, I'm keeping Fars. Because Persia is my kingdom. That is for keeps. King of Italy's gone. I'm still waiting. Why is that fervor still going down? And it takes an eternity to have to get it back up. I've read recently that the Pope can't call for a crusade until the fervor reaches 75, so it's too far away from it. But it gives us time to, well, please all the vassals and get them together, and then we'll expand eastward to Makran in the future. Anyways, when the time comes, my agents will need a safe escape route to King Alva's castle. Should anything go wrong, a detailed map of the local mountains, with all its hidden paths, caves, would be an invaluable resource. Explore the mountains yourself. I got lost in the mountains, so I'm a bit stressed for that. The only way for that fervor to go back up all the way is when we lose more holy wars. Particularly fighting against them. Oh, and they're about to win a holy war. Okay, one of my agents caught a deadly spider and arranged to hide it in his bed before dark. All they need is my go-ahead, and they'll be good as dead as the moment the spider strikes. Can't possibly screw this up. He's dead. Bingo. That'll end the plot. Faction, not plot. We know what you mean. He was my chancellor, by the way. Keep up with domestic affairs. Oh dear, I inherited a war. Parlay? Oh, we're the defenders. Okay. In that case, how many of you? Not very much, but their ally is out there. Oh no, that's a spent force. Okay, fine. 2 months it is. It's not the entire force. but our numbers just, the levies just dropped significantly. What the heck? Oh my God. You are hindering the Catholic faith with these sinful bishops. Like, we'll never get to India at that rate. I'm saying that because of Crusade. We'll never get a Crusade at that rate. And I don't want to start holy wars where I could just lose on purpose. I mean, don't you know? War reparations, that's my money. Okay, here's the deal. You're going straight to the capital. While you go that way. This force will go up here and then that way. And there you have it. Navarrese company. We might need some backup. So you should pay attention to your patriarch. He's not a sinful person, is he? Not really. Just a bad guy. And since they're the ones that started that war, nice little monetary gain will do. Yes, I encourage you to lose more holy wars. That'll get the fervor back up. In fact, how much is that every time when a Catholic loses a holy war, even if it's for a single chiefdom? No, that's fervor decrease. It's... Oh, gee. That'll do it. Anyways. Lover's secret. I'll pass on a friend. Blackmail it. Gotcha. Could use you to modify the feudal contract. A little more levies to provide because we're trying to get our army up to being big again. Anyways, I'm observing as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this. Just teach you what I know about command. Let's get it up there. I pull him over to one side while his recruits attempt to continue their training. The key thing with training new soldiers is instilling discipline. Well, I tell him, without that you'll be unable to depend on them to follow your orders. He thinks it before strolling back in the field where he takes quick control of the situation. So now, oh my goodness, the fervor keeps going down. Down, down, down. That means, heresies are going to be springing up somewhere. Somewhere in the Catholic world. we'll be getting back to reclaiming some of Persia, and soon. Yeah, now they're fighting amongst each other, which is good. And don't forget to vassalize the rest. There's that option, so give it here. Now we shall await. Bingo. Now we have some sense of control back. Now you got Khuzestan. That won't do much. I'm not surprised you still haven't gotten married yet. Figuring a person of your age, I'll give you 2 years. Yazd is the furthest one away. And these Tajiks are in the middle of... Oh dear. Invading Rajputana. Now they are entering India. They want Rajputana. And they can't defend themselves. And meanwhile, well, they're on the defense. You? Oh, we gotta do something about that. Because I don't want to see these guys to become more powerful than it needs to be. And it's going to take a very long time to become Paragon of Virtue, where I'm allowed to fight a holy war against them I'm just snapping my fingers thinking, for a duchy. There you go. Likely Hormuz. That used to be independent, but now it's connected. Well, we will soon disconnect from them. And we vassalized some of them, but not all. Any support will do us good. As long as there's not any more factions, well, there may be a Liberty faction. Because a lot of people want to see my crown authority lowered. And if they really want me to lower the crown authority, well then I can't revoke, cannot retract, and change partition succession laws. Speaking of the succession laws... No, not like that. Where is it? Succession here. All powerful vassals must approve. I don't have high crown authority to make this sort of thing happen. Unfortunately, we're going to have to give in to their wishes and lower the crown authority. Whereas I'm going to be more focused towards war. Hey, don't you know fighting a holy war, and if you win, you're going to lower its fervor even further? I mean, if more heresies spring up and more people, fall astray, maybe it'll turn the fervor back up. That could be the best way, right? And where are the Tajiki forces? We know he's leading the troops. Yep, he's down in Rajputana. Would love to get the foothold in this region, but we gotta take Hummels first. These other places, well, they don't want to be vassalized because, well, one, they're at war at the moment. At war? Well, what kind of wars? Look again. Tajiks. They're at it again. What are the other options? Oh yeah, that would be separated, but it'll get us a lot closer to there. He does have one ally, but that's from within. It's a small area, but we could take it. It'll be easier for, you know, the score. But you know what? Just do it. We're gonna have to raise it all this time, because it's a big force. 3, 1. Head over there. That's the one with the siege weapons. How many are there? Really, just 2 areas? Oh, we already have one inside around. We just need to take this. Okay, that's a very small objective we have to take, so we'll just be in defensive positions at the most part while this siege will be ongoing. So we'll just take a bit of this tiny bit of land, and then we'll hold our ground from there. And it'll be cost less to be doing such things. If they do achieve in taking Rajputana, it'll be even more difficult to... Oh, really? You want to be the king, huh? Want to be the emperor, I should say. In your dreams, boy. Should also control the mountains if we want to make more gains. I mean, one objective is enough, but you need to have some degree of control to the surrounding areas, especially the mountains. Oh yes, this event. Might gain a lifestyle perk for this. Exploit the gate's weak spot, because I know how sieges work. We now control the Hormuz. So now get up to the desert mountains. One at a time. Stay alert. It takes time, but we eventually took the stairs. Alright. Let's see. Archers, take up your positions. We are unstoppable. The castle is ours. And picked up another stop part. Move in. Yeah, come in. Okay, we control this area now. Gee, how many forts are there? Ah, here's a place you could take. There's only one holding. We're blocking the strait. Liberty, isn't it? Well, I have to give in their wishes. This is far too much manpower to take. I will lower the Crown Authority for them. And I'll get it back up the next chance that we get. So... Oh, it's not the Crown Authority, it's autonomous vassals. Vassals provide levy and taxes, but they're otherwise free to do as they wish. That's what this is about. Okay. Guess I got no choice then. It wasn't about Crown Authority at all. Which means if I want to change the succession, they still oppose, but one day. Well, we ought to start swaying some of them. Starting with them. Why, surely, do you have more to give? Pay some of that gold to me. Okay, took control of that. They took Mawa, this part here. Yeah, we're definitely, when I become Paragon of Virtue, we're definitely going to get Makran, and we'll be right to India. So I guess Crusade is about to become less and less of an option. So a holy war for the kingdom of Makran, far in the future, may sound like a good idea after all. Where's their... Here it is. Sir John. Guarding the straits. That's it, I gotta get you married. Oh, bingo. There's their main army. Oh, wait a minute, that's the new ruler. And, they had a Kabulistan. They never split. I think what happened was that they did get... Well, who the... Kabulistan, yes. Oh, oh, those greedy bastards. It's, I guess, Kabulistan is independent, but not all of it. This is still under Khorasan. Tajik Khorasan. I mean, they're not at a point. I mean, they can't create the Persian Empire, the Tajiki Empire, but this might as well be considered an empire just by size alone, but in actuality, on the inside, it's just a lot of desert. Nishapur is the capital. Actually, Farhajid, Villa Nishapur is their capital, yes. Okay, get down here. This is good supplies here. $54. Oh, this way is the Gadrosa Desert. That's at that point now. Times that people change, and sometimes those who are close to us seem to become strangers. Emperor Fernando, my dear friend Duke Odonu, smiles and sadly for you to murder. I feel like there's no French left. But let's remember all the good times. Oh. I pride myself on making everything sure, as always accountable. Which includes making sure that my soldiers are well provisioned. Oh, doesn't look like it right now in this area. To this end, I should always come with a plan for ensuring my soldiers they always have the supplies they need in the field. My soldiers can forage for their own supplies. We're accustomed to foraging. I ought to go hunting soon. Don't take too long. Took you long enough. Okay, switch places. We're going to take this area next. This is one of the siege weapons. Which, honestly, I should lead this army. There I am. Not expecting to go into combat. I just want this done. You will continue to hold positions. Oh boy, somebody else wants Hormuz. Well, I guess we'll have to fight them too. And it seems, they failed on their invasion of Rajputana. Seems they called it off, or called for white peace on an invasion, because there were, all the troops were committed to over here. 72. Gee, this is all desert. As I said, it's the Gadrosan Desert. We're saying that by its ancient name. And also this demonstrates that, yes, it is theoretical that we can march into the Indus. If only things go well for us. So we're going to keep going. We're going to take this Arg, and then take this other Arg, and then boom, you've reached the Indus, even though we're not at war. But it does demonstrate how... Oh, man, I'm losing words here. That it does demonstrate how capable our army can march. It seems we don't need to go on a crusade. We'll just wait for one more big holy war, which is going to take many years. And I don't know if I'm going to be around for that. For a march to the Indus. Something that our ancestors never dreamed of. My father dreamed of going to India, now I take up to his dream. But the problem is, well, Persia may one day leave us. Unless I were to... Oh, that's even far-fetched than I thought. This is better supplied. Okay, one more area and this should be it. Hey! All forces move in. Gotta take out this army. It'll be a big difference in war score. That's all you got? So yes, it is entirely possible. Except you gotta go through the deadly desert. Yes, it was a small war, but if we were to fight them again, the Amirate of Jabal Khas will be next, and then into Makran, and then we enter the Indus. We got plenty of time to do so. And at the same time, keeping people away from anyone who wants to install the claimants to the imperial throne. Otherwise, I'm going to be at the point where it's like, well, let me tell you, if you want the Hispanian throne, fine. I'm going to India. You can have the old country. That's what it feels like. Oh, and just for that, for winning a holy war, the fervor is down to 0. So heresies are going to spring up. Something's got to give. Come on, remember all the good times, man. Syria has inherited Burgundy. Yes. I'm sure more heresies are to spring up. And while the Waldensians may make a comeback. Even Paulicianism has appeared over there. Oh man, hate to be that guy. He hurts himself. Only has one shot. Hey! Hey, this guy's weak. We can murder him. Call the war. I'll lose quite a bit of fame, but I'm alright, so no. What else? What else? What else? I had something in my mind before I lost it. Yes. We got a guy who's missing a leg and an arm, and he hurts himself. So let's just get rid of him. And then a child will be led, and then there'll be chaos. You are a genius! Yeah. We're not in range. Kabulistan wants this. You gotta be serious, huh? Oh, and by the way, this land, Give it to him. And if anybody wants the duchy, have at it. I'll have that created for you. Mastermind philosopher. Someone who's a pretty good fighter and is well learned. Yep. As I said before, now it's pretty much impossible to do a crusade with zero fervor because the Catholic faith is too widespread. Could have sworn. Now for God's sakes, go hunting. And plus, killing the ruler would the truce will be rid of, and then we'll fight against them again. Just as my friend Duke Ordona started this month, 1 foot still in the stirrup, my ignorant vassal counterpaid and made sure to bump into the horse, sending him stumbling across camp. Now, this is no way for the count to act. I don't want to see the other option, knowing that it would be bow in hand, quiet steps, eyes on her in front of me, a deep breath in. Is that Count Payan? My overbearing vassal is creeping through the farmlands ahead of me, fully concentrated on the flighty heart and oblivious to my presence. This is not the way. God dang it! It backfired. Well, I guess we'll hold a feast then. Return home and disappointed, and I'm gonna go hold a feast. And I don't think we had a physician. No, we still haven't. And friends. And she's not only my daughter, but also my friend. But unfortunately, she has no intrigue. If she were to marry somebody, somebody have to be the master of intrigue. Oh, this guy again. What right does Count Paya thinks he has claimed my ideas of warfare misguided, claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is meant. What does he know, really? He's a theologian, he knows a lot about them. So he's going to be around for a while. Neighbors can be vassalized, so let's do that. Time to bring them back into the empire. Ah! I think it's one of their vassals that just took a big chunk of the area. Yeah. White Peace by Rajputana. We will be rid of him soon. It was them. Herat invaded the kingdom of Dalam. They are attempting to form a Persian empire. That's what these sycophants are up to. So basically, fervor or no fervor, we're gonna keep going east. Dogs did their job, and there is no more. As the trail party stopped to camp for the evening, bandits poured out from amongst the trees, uh, calling for blood and gold. The soldiers fought back, but thankfully it was not enough. Um, he was tragically slain in melee. Could be that most of the bandits were slain in fighting, and the dead do not speak, and no one will ever know my involvement. Now it's led by a child. The country will be weak, and our truce is off. And with no alliances, well, we're off to the east. It's not gonna hit our level of devotion. I mean, we'll be spending it, and it does not mean it's gonna take a lot longer to become Paragon of Virtue. We'll do anything we can to get to India. So this will be next. Then Duchy of Makran. Then we enter the Indus and establish ourselves there. You know, by fighting these two. But, well, we could defeat any of them. We're not trying to go all the way to the ends of the earth. No, no, no. We're just trying to get as far as Sindh and Punjab. Because that's how far as Alexander went. Mm-hmm. Years. We'll declare war in a moment. They're weaker than ever, and they have not fully recovered since the last conflict. Doesn't hold too many titles, and whoever has these claimants, well, somebody's gonna create a faction and they're gonna cause a bunch of chaos. And all that and more. So our next area to take is there, then to Makran, and then we'll be knocking on the door to the Indus. Because I really want to get to India badly. This is basically our way of saying that we are leaving the old world and we're going to the world beyond any Catholic ruler's dream. Yes. We're doing this again. Been to the mirroring. Or we can just skip over and go to Makran itself. It's a big land, but remember the strength's inferior. We can establish ourselves, range it from the Hormuz, do a little hopping off point from the Strait of Hormuz and into the Arabian Sea and landing on the coast, even though it's mainly desert, so be careful, because this is not a good area to be in. But, again, not a best supplied place in the world, but it's our step to India. The last obstacle before we reach the Indus. And if there's ever going to be a hypothetical crusade for Sindh, well then that's going to be a great jumping off point from Makran and into that area. So that way, easy place to resupply and reinforce while this madness continues. And if there's ever going to be an opportunity where, oh, I don't know, a faction and we get overthrown off the Hispanian throne, and then we declare ourselves, well, the rest of the descendants who live there declare themselves independents and form our own destiny. Do it! Can't leave them bottom. Who cares? Son, it's too early for you to have the throne. Be patient. I will get you a throne somewhere else. Allow me the siege weapons. Actually, this way is much better. Slightly better supplied from here. Also, go over here. Instead, you will take Giz. And the other two, well, I want you to head over there and get up to this area. Actually, there's a different option. Yeah, there's two of them. Great. Well, it's a good thing that we sent another one that way. Yeah. What else for you? Is that all your routes? Good. This is going to be expensive. Here. Also, reduce men-at-arms maintenance. Help up with the income. Oh no, not these guys again. Oh, wait, turn around. Which one of these? You two, turn back. God dang it, now we spend more money. You were exposed as an agent. Throw him into jail. So now we're beginning the siege, and I will soon take care of their army. Head to here. Now it's going to be a two-front war. Actually, the real fort's up here. Switch places. As for the other one, go over here. It's the real holding. This area here is the real holding. Okay. Recently disembarked. We can defeat him. I'll meet them. Trying to write this wrong. You know about me in that account? Blackmail? What? Who is this man? The mayor of Azam. Don't you dare expose that family tradition. What the hell? What the hell's the mayor gonna ask me? He's gonna ask me for money? Is that what he wants? That's ridiculous. About to engage them. Siege is won. That's the first step out of many places that we have to take. This is the real holding, okay. Take this next. If you ever run out of supplies, retreat to Hormuz. It'll be up to them, bitch. Oh, our king of Asturias got killed. No, you got the wrong guy. That's the king of Sardinia. He was one marshal. Right. Okay, split up here. Once you've reached this area, you will head this way. And as for this other army, you will turn to up here. The army's defeated. It's good for the war score. Now all we need is more holdings to take. You should take his next. Because we need to control these desert mountains to make it suitable for defensive positions while we defend this newly conquered territory. Again, this is a big land. And I know this is going to lower our fervor with Catholicism, but this is our only way to get to India. I'm obsessed with reaching the Indus. And we will. And it's held by a different kind of Muslims, so we'll have to deal with them too. At least they've calmed down now. What's the next area to take? Oh great, there's two baronies. The real target's over there, but the nearest one is Desert Mountains. Supplies are going to be running low soon, so I'll take command because I want to see things done faster. These are hostile armies, avoid them. Yes, there's that war. Come on, hurry up. I need you to get back to this area. Preferably over here. This is a well-supplied place. I'm just creating a route for you. Now this area too. What happened to my son? He's disfigured. I get that you're doing good, but you don't deserve that happen to you. But at least you got children. Robust and a genius. Alright. Okay, one more place to take. And then we have to retreat. Hey, get back over there! Make your way to friendly territory. It's about to switch places. Because we gotta deal with this army now. Actually, no. You're gonna be dealing with them. You're the one with all the pikemen. Because they're bringing in lots of cavalry. And it's a long way for you there. likely we're going to meet him up here. We'll probably win. Okay, we controlled all the area now. Get back to friendly territory and resupply. '89. All men in arms and no knights. Just a second. 91. 100. Oh, there goes my marshal again. Makran is ours. Shamarian claim. Started 14 months ago. Well, looks like we ain't gonna be heading home just yet. Now we just have to take care of this piece of business, but fortunately, actually not fortunately, this is still no good spot. This is the worst place to be in right now. And who's gonna run Makran is another question. What is the capital? Over here. Okay. Who wants it? How about you, nephew? You get to run all of this. It's a big, nothing happening land where there's almost no supplies there. And subsequently, I will create this duchy for you. Infante of Navarra. Well, don't get any ideas. And this land is big enough for you to, well, expand or reach into India. Especially up to the Punjab, where the forces are much weaker than. Grand Amirate. Oh dear, they're at it again. This time they're invading a Punjab, and there's a very good chance that the Murvids will be entering in India. Well, it's a race to the Indus then. That's what this is becoming now. It's a race to the Indus. Who wants it? Because I don't want to hold that. Oh, I got it. Oh, low noble. Okay, here. I have a tendency to forget about baronies. I got counties, but how many baronies? None. Good. And of course, due to the holy wars, that it keeps the fervor down to 0 still. There's our enemy. else needs to be slayed. Because I really need to slow down on these offensive wars. Because vassals don't like it. I don't think it's big enough for us to create a title, no. You need one more duchy war so we can have the Kingdom of Makran for ourselves. Alright, we're all here and we're ready to resupply everything. Before we go on the offensive against, you. That's where you came from. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go around the Red Sea for that. Well, prepare to make a trip. You're at 100% good. Shamar is quite an area. My spies warned about a hunter causing a ruckus at a local tavern, and a man is spending large amounts of gold, bragging loudly about the great daily struggle of a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew a map of the local farmlands for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me or one of my subjects. That idiot belongs in my dungeon. I gotta get you matrimonially married. Somebody with very good intrigue. And at a reasonable age. You don't know about that, huh? Total stranger. We'll get moving soon. This one's got the most even stats. If she were a ruler, hypothetically. Yazd is back in our hands. You've allied with Asturias. If you wish to theoretically go to the Independence War, there you go. Peasant Uprising. Conquest. Just as I intended. Now the real question is, can they defend themselves? I mean, we can have marriage alliances with them now. It's like, hey, I'll help you defeat these Muslims. In exchange that you will help us, you know, with our entrance into the Indus. I don't know, it's an interesting idea. Knowing what we know now. I mean, all I got are daughters and only one son. But my son lost his face, which isn't good on the fertility. Maybe the granddaughter. No, grandson. To marry one of them. Even though they're of a Kannada culture, not Punjabi. But they have not spread Kannada culture up there. Haven't thought about it. Where's the siege weapons? Okay, let's head to Shamar. We're going alone. It's gonna be a long trip. I need 2 armies. Yep, they got siege weapons. Armored horsemen. That'll make them rethink about what they've just done. Back to your positions. Wall the Sands in Visby. Oh dear. Visby. Oh, god dang it. Catholic Persians. Hey. Aha. Thankfully we still got 1 army there. Now we can dispatch this peasant rabble. Persian Catholics. Every time when people convert to this new heresy, fervor keeps going up. And it's going up and up. Come on, we need 1 more. 78. That means, at any time now, the Pope will call for a crusade. And I got enough piety to change the target to what we finally attend. I could feel it in my bones. Oh, come on, Your Holiness. Call for a crusade right now. The fervor is good enough. Heresies are springing up again. And they need to be dealt with. While I will deal with this matter. I mean, look. It's a mess out there. Even Canaanite countries have begun to spring up. Canaanites? I was about to say Canaanite, but then it's Canaanites. Canaanitism. Canaanitism? How the hell do you say that? It's not Canaanites, you know, like those people that once lived in Palestine. I mean, not talking about that. Praise the Lord. And he wants to go to Pomerania, of all places. It could have been, you know, Bavaria. I mean, it is against Bavaria, but Pomerania is a sizable land. My warriors will be ready to fight. But I got better ideas. Well, you might be of some use to us. I gotta redirect this war. Keep looking for Sindh. It can go anywhere in the world. Khorasan, Labana Kingdom, Makran, Sindh. Kingdom of Sindh, but look, you're going up against a mixture of Hindus, the Grand Amirate, Punjab, Zibistan, Vijayanath, Dabo, and many more possibly. But again, that kingdom title does not exist yet. But if we could create a Crusader state over there, then we finally done it, and that'll be the end of this series. That's how I want to end the series, like that. But do not underestimate them. And it's only going to be up to us to deal with them. Jerusalem may help. And Syria too, but they're a long way there. and a few other countries which still have to take the sea route very often, and they'll be out of supplies, and it's going to complicate matters. But for now, we outnumber them, and we'll be dealing with that Cenobite kingdom of Rajputana, mainly of the Hindustani people. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank goodness a heresy came up in Europe. I never thought I wished for a heresy to come up. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually going to end this episode right here. We'll conclude this war quickly as we can before we send all forces, which it'll be 17 months. And I am no longer worried about any kind of factions. Our attention was to go to India. And this is going to be the way to end the series. Because episode 31, coming up next, will be the final episode of Asturias. And we hope you join us on this great journey, which thankfully, it's not far from where the Imperial positions are. Along with some Beck and whatnot. So, just join us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to end this series on, hopefully, a high note. Or possibly a great disappointment. We will not be worried about them because the Hispanian forces have weakened the Mervids. And have gone into revolt, and soon countries will be leaving them. It's just most of the forces that we're going to be fighting against are the different kind of Muslims, a small number of Buddhists, and a large number of Hindus. All that and more next on the final episode of Asturias. Until then, so long for now.